In this example, we're going to be plotting complex numbers on the complex plane. So remember, the complex plane is a lot like the Cartesian coordinate system that you're used to seeing, and you can plot ordered pairs, and there's an x-axis and a y-axis. Of course, the big difference here is instead of an x-axis, the horizontal number line is actually the real axis, and instead of the y-axis being the vertical number line, we have the imaginary axis. Okay, so we're going to plot 6 complex numbers here. And so we've lined up these 6 numbers on the left side. And now we're going to give each one a letter and a color so we can plot them easily. So the first one is -2 plus 6i. And let's watch this red dot work over to -2 on the real and then up 6 on the imaginary. So the next one is going to be 4, which is going to be our B, or navy blue, and that's just going to shuffle right over on the real axis 4 units to the right, and of course it didn't go up or down because it does not have an imaginary part. The third one is going to be C in purple, and that's 5 minus I, so it looks like it should shuffle 5 units to the right on the real axis and 1 unit down on the imaginary axis. The fourth one, represented in yellow, is complex number D, and that's 3 plus 3i, so it looks like it'll go 3 units to the right on the real axis and 3 units up on the imaginary axis. And there's the plot. Our fifth complex number has been labeled E in a light blue, and it's -2i, so it does not have a real part, so it will not go to the left or the right down the real axis. It will only go down 2 units along the imaginary axis. And there's its plot. And finally, F, which is in green, is -1 minus 4i. And it's going to go over to -1 on the real axis and then down 4 on the imaginary axis. So here is the plot for complex number F. So here's the example with these 6 complex numbers, and they've been plotted in the complex plane.